The Score is sponsored by Blackhawk Bank and Trust, Midwest Complete Construction, Temple Sporting Goods, AdCraft, and Crawford Company.
Hey, welcome to week 3 of the high school football season and week 3 of The Score. Believe it or not, we are now officially a third of the way through the regular season for the high school football season. Corey Kuffler, Jenna Miner, Jonah Krell, and our guest griller tonight, the one, the only, the Mojo, Joe Marino here with us. Joe, we're so excited to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking a little bit of time. How excited are you to be doing this? Because you've never been behind the scenes to see the craziness we're doing.
No, I haven't, and I haven't been behind a grill either, so.
When's the last time you grilled?
Probably a month ago.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm just a bad griller. I can eat, I just can't grill.
Well, we're going to put you to the test tonight. So
Okay.
we know you can run.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the Quad City Marathon.
Yep.
It is one of the best, if not the best, in the state of Illinois. We're a couple weeks away. How are you guys feeling as you get ready?
We're ready. We're excited. I mean, I've never felt so comfortable 2 weeks out before the race as I do now, and it's a credit to the team that we have. We got a great team, and I just can't be happier that we're at this point right now, ready to go. If the race was tomorrow, we'd be ready.
Wow.
Yep.
I would not be ready. I still have a couple more runs to do before I'm ready to run that half.
Yeah.
So you're gonna ensure great weather, right?
I think so. I think so.
Well, the one thing we can tell you that in 2 weeks that race is going to be great, but our highlights are going to be great tonight, and we're going to start with a great one in the Three Rivers Conference between Rock Ridge and Riverdale. Opening quarter in this one. It's Owen Steele getting the catch and the score. And Rock Ridge will have a quick 7-0 lead in this one. Very next offensive drive for Rock Ridge. Same score, Cullen Schweigen. Calling his own number, weaving in and out of defenders, breaking tackles. That's a 35-yard touchdown run, 14-0 Rockets. Rock Ridge on defense, and it's Owen Steele coming up with a big play. We talked to him earlier today on Score on the Road. He said, I'm going to get a pick. Wow. Look at that. Gets a pick. Great job by him. We're going to have a nice story with Jenna and those two Steele brothers coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Later, it's Tanner Dye getting the ball, and he's going to run it in for the score after that interception. It's a 21-0 Rock Ridge lead. Let's go to the second quarter. Riverdale looking to find a little momentum. They get into the end zone here with Abram Cryer scrambling for the touchdown. That'll cut it to a 21-7 lead. Later in the quarter, Rockets on the 1-yard line. This time, Schweigen doesn't need to call his own number. He's going to turn and find his running back, and that would be Tanner Dye. He's going to get his second touchdown of the night. 28-7 Rockets lead at halftime. Let's now fast forward all the way to the fourth quarter. Rockets up 28-14, and it would be Thomas Sowards rushing it in from 1-yard line. 35-14 at that point. Let's check a final score. Rock Ridge, a huge win. They knock off Riverdale 49-21, and we are now joined live by the head coach of Rock Ridge, Sam Graves. Sam, first of all, congratulations on the win tonight. Kind of talk about what you guys did right, first of all.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on. We were able to jump out pretty quick offensively, and that really took the pressure off of our defense, because I know when we talked to you earlier, the one thing I was spooked about was some of the skill kids that they have and the speed they gave really presents a problem for you, especially when you got those one-on-one situations and one broken tackle or one missed read means a touchdown. So jumping up offensively like that was probably the key for us to settle in that game.
Getting this win tonight, obviously Riverdale was a big test, and you guys have had a couple big tests already this season. Being 3-0, just what does that say about you guys as a team?
Yeah, you know, I think the message to the guys is just keep coming and working every week. I know that's coach talk. It's not fun to hear, but you know, we talk about matchups don't matter. We're going to come and prepare for what formations and team we see, and the name on their chest doesn't matter, and we just need to get better. But saying that, we have congratulated the guys 2 weeks in a row because we really feel like they've beat a couple playoff teams 2 weeks in a row. I mean, we told them tonight that I really feel like after playing them, Riverdale's going to be there week 10. I think they're a good enough team, and they are a lot stronger than they have been in the past. I can tell you that right now. They've improved a lot. Coach Derrick's, I've always been just a super fan of his. He's kept the positive momentum around that program for years, even though they had some down years and lost the varsity program. Just to keep that energy and the positive vibe around that program, and then to bounce back and have a team like this, you know, that's a guy I respect wholeheartedly, because I know that you can get down with that and let, you know, some negativity creep in, and they haven't done that, and they got a heck of a team.
Yeah, Coach, that should be a great matchup looking ahead. I know you said no name on the chest doesn't matter, but I want to ask you about a specific name, Cullen Schweigen. 3 years under his belt as a starting quarterback, and how have you seen that experience translate to the success he's having this year?
Well, that's what I've told everybody, is that everyone can see his physical traits and how special he is on the field, just talent-wise. But being in year 3, the thing that's going to make him even better, and I use the silly words like what's going to make him crazy, spooky, and just dangerous, is once he gets that mental game right, and this helps, you know, being a third-year starter. Once things slow down, he's playing out of just pure talent right now. And once that game can slow down a little bit for him on the field, and he understands reads a little bit better, I mean, that's when you're going to see this kid make another jump. And man, to be able to have just the skill to make even another jump is incredible. But he's got it.
Well, Sam, we appreciate you taking a little bit of time. Good thing is you got Cullen for at least another year, so that's a good thing there. Congrats on 3-0 start. Good luck the rest of the year.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, and I'm going to buy Dad a steak dinner this weekend so they're not moving districts, that's for sure.
I hear you. Hey, let's get back to the action and head down to Galesburg.
Huge crowd, all here for you. Let's go. Let's go. No better feeling right now. No better feeling right now. Let's go.
Now we go to the Western Big Six. United Township 2-0, trying to stay perfect at Galesburg. First drive, UT making it look easy. Jonathan Drake with the nice pass to Rowan Kalau for the first down, and more, setting the Panthers up really nice here on the field, and UT capitalizes. Guess what? Isaiah Navarrete picks up his 7th touchdown of the season. Panthers on the board quick, leading 7-0. UT's defense showing off now. Damian Zanoy with the big sack. The Panthers get the ball back. And guess what? It's just Isaiah Navarrete being Isaiah Navarrete. He finds the hole, and guess what? He finds the end zone again, too. UT with a big win to open Western Big Six play. They beat Galesburg 56-16.
Joe, you're a UT grad, is that right? What year?
Class of 75.
Oh, okay, 75. Yeah. Moline now, let's see how they do. They're on the road playing Sterling. Sterling stepping up on D. That's Viter Polo coming up with a big stop on that run for the Maroons. And then how about Eli Warren? He's had a really good season to this point, and they're going to trust him to get to the outside here and pick up a first down to keep Moline moving down the field. Eventually, they'd be inside the 5 and actually right about the 2-yard line. Moline gives to who? Yeah, Eli Warren. He's going to punch it in. Moline with a quick 7-0 lead in this ballgame. Let's jump to the second quarter in this one. Sterling looking to answer. It's Brady Berlin. Getting to the outside, he gets stopped at about the 10, but they do not score on that drive. Let's check a final on this one. Moline gets a nice win on the road to open up Big Six play. 36-20 is the final. Now, how about some Rocky Geneseo?
Yeah, Rock Island, Geneseo, Bob Reed Field. Geneseo starts its march to victory over Rocky on its first play from scrimmage. That's Kai Wanzier. Wanzero. I was close. 68 yards to pay dirt. A great block by Mark Nelms to spring him right there for the touchdown. Later in the first, Dan Pearson bites on the fake as Jackson McAvoy chews up 43 yards for a touchdown. Nice one there, Dan. Green Machine getting busy again in the second quarter. Wine Zero Did I say it right that time?
There you go.
45-yard scoring run. Soon after, Rocky uses some trickeration. Pretty play as Miles Duster swings it to Jeremiah Atwater. Deep to Tamar Hudson, 73 yards for the touchdown. That cuts it to 21-10. Leafs put 10 more on the board before halftime, including McAvoy from the 2. The Leafs win it big, 45-10.
Hey, let's make that 3-hour road trip down to Quincy. Allman taking that long road trip. Kelly Hornet on the move here. He'll launch the deep ball down to Adam Van Meegen. That's a nice gain for the Pioneers. Times were tough down in Quincy, I'm not going to lie. Allman probably knew that. Direct snap here to Van Meegen. Nice little gain to the outside as he picks up a first down. But this one, all Quincy. Brody Baker going to get the 18-yard touchdown run as the Blue Devils will eventually extend their lead. 42-0 it was at the halftime. It's going to be a long bus ride home, 49-0. Quincy opens up Big Six play with a win. Hey, we are just getting started here. On week 3 of the Score, Joe's going to put some brats on. We're going to talk to you a little bit more about the Quad City Marathon, which is coming up in a couple weeks. Stay with us. You're watching The Score.
I'm Cole Rusk from Rock Island, Illinois, and on Friday nights, I watch The Score on WQAD.
Welcome back to The Score. We got Joe putting some brats on. Joe, you said it's been about a month since you last grilled.
Right.
And you're a better eater than griller.
Yes.
So, will we be able to eat this food at the end of the night?
Oh, you're going to love it. You're gonna
There we go.
There's the confidence we were looking
Yeah, that's
for.
the right attitude.
You're going to love it.
When you're getting ready for the marathon and you're lining up all these vendors, do you have specific vendors and things that you got to have for the racers after a run?
You know what? We like to say our post-race party is second to none.
I would agree.
This year, you know what, though, Corey? Something new. We're going to have, besides everything that we provide, we're going to have walking tacos, too.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, how often do you, thank you, how often do you have walking tacos after you ran a race?
I can say never.
Yeah.
But I will this year.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Sure. Now, on average, what's a good number for you guys as far as participants?
Anything above 4,000, 4,500.
Okay.
I mean, let's keep it real. It's a Midwest marathon that has a lot of competition. There's a lot of choices.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm proud to say that this year we are hosting the State of Illinois Championship for the Roadrunners Club of America.
Nice.
So that doesn't come easy. There's 20 other marathons in the state of Illinois, and to be selected #1, that's quite the honor.
There aren't too many that cross a bridge. I know they do over in New York and certain places, but running over the I-74 bridge is special, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's very unique, and I like to use the tagline, we have 5 races through 4 cities over 3 bridges and 2 states through 1 island.
Okay.
Nice. I like that. Well,
I can't keep up with that.
Let's race across the bridge now back to those highlights, and we're going to go over to Pleasant Valley High School, where they're playing Iowa City West. We'll pick this one up in the second quarter, and just as I get there, Gabe Russman kicks his 30-yard field goal. That'll cut it to a 7-3 game, but look at this. Iowa City West comes right back, and they answer in a big way. Reese Wheeler, screen to Ethan Headings. You're not going to catch him. 88 yards on that pitch and catch. 14-3, Iowa City West. Pleasant Valley does answer. Nice little long drive here. Finished off by Colin Townsend on the touchdown. 7 yards, cuts it to 14-10, but just before the half, as time's winding down, it's Wheeler. Heads up play here, calls his own number, gets in, 21-10 at that point. Right now, we have about 55 seconds left in this one. Stocking all over it. 42-30, Iowa City West is leading.
Let's check on PV's rivals. Bettendorf making the trip to Cedar Rapids to play Prairie. Nearly 100 points scored in last year's meeting. Tonight, a total of 3 in the first half, and here they are. Boxa knocks through the first quarter field goal. 3-0 Prairie at half. A bad start, though, for the second half as the Hawks give up 2 touchdowns. Bettendorf punching it in right there. It's 14-3 Bulldogs. Prairie finally gets their offense moving late in the third. Dawson Call beats everyone to the corner. Hawks tack on the 2-point conversion. 14-11 Bettendorf, same score, less than a minute to play. Prairie, 4th down. Bulldogs 32-yard line, down he goes. A big-time sack for Bettendorf. They hold off Prairie for the second year in a row. Final score, 42-11 Bulldogs.
At Lancer Stadium, North Scott hosting Pella just before halftime. It's quarterback Miller Haight running the quarterback draw. Gets some more yards here to put the Lancers with some good field position, setting them up for the field goal. That's North Scott. They are lining up for the kick. All right, just wait.
Wait for it.
And it's good. Time the game with a score of 3 just before the end of the first half. Now time for the second half. On the kickoff, Pella running back, Emmanuel Deers takes the ball right here, starts returning it, gets to some decent field position here, but that drive, it brings Pella to the 44. The ball is snapped. Michael Manning sees his opening. It's Logan Vandebroek with a great catch. Brings the ball to the 32, 14-yard completion. Now let's jump to the fourth quarter. It's Vincent Hugert getting this big stop right here. Let's take a look at that final score. Pella beats North Scott 10-3.
And we are actually joined now by the head coach of North Scott, Tony Stewart. Tony, thank you for taking a little time and staying at the high school for us. Obviously a tough game tonight, but kind of talk about where this team is 3 weeks in, your first year as head coach at North Scott.
Yeah, I thought our guys came out and played really hard tonight. We had opportunities to score. We really felt like we just kind of shot ourselves in the foot. We had played a great opponent again. We had too many penalties, a little bit of lack of discipline, so that's we'll take care of some of that stuff this week in practice. But I'm proud of the fight that our guys put up. Battle, knew it would be. Came down to really kind of late there in the second half, the last 5 minutes, and we ended up coming out of the short end of the stick. But pretty proud of our guys for the effort.
Tony, you guys have had some tests so far at the start of the season. Being 3 weeks in, what have you guys learned about yourself so far and the team dynamic sort of shaping up?
Yeah, I feel like our guys, they're believing in each other. They're believing in our staff, and we're working hard and we're trying to make progress. And yeah, we had 2 good opponents, 3 good opponents, and that's what we want. We want to be battle tested going to this non-district, and we felt like we came out and we really, had opportunities to win. Like I said, I had opportunities to get the ball in the end zone. We had some penalties that took us out, or we'd have a bust here and there and got us behind the chains, and we struggled to get the ball in the end zone. But I got to put us in better situations as well. So, but I'm excited for the rest of the year for these guys.
Obviously, you got a big win in week 2, a tough one tonight. But again, not to say they don't mean anything, but it's not till you get to districts that things really do count. Do you feel like this team's moving the right direction, even despite the loss, that they are where they need to be at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we made some. I thought even through the game, we grew up a little bit. Early we had some rust off. Some of the guys were coming back and getting on the field a bit, and that's the goal. It's each week to keep getting a little bit better, and then when it comes to district play and moving on, hopefully in the playoffs, it's you're playing your best football. So it's just a little bit of a growth right now, but we played a really good opponent tonight that coached well, and they did what we thought they were going to do, and our guys went toe to toe, and we just a couple plays here and there went the wrong way. We got to capitalize on the turnovers we got. So,
Tony, again, thank you for taking a little time. Enjoy the weekend. Watch a little college football, NFL. Appreciate your time.
oh, yeah, thank you very much. Take care.
Let's head over to Assumption.
We have to start fast tonight. We're going to receive the ball. We're going to take that ball and run it right down their throats tonight. You understand me? That has to be the tone setter. That has to be the tone setter tonight. And our kickoff team is going to go down there and pin them behind the 25, right? And that's the next step. It has to be a 3 and out or a turnover. Something tonight that makes 5 or 6 plays go our way. Who's going to make those 5 or 6 plays that have not swung in our favor the last 2 weeks go our way tonight? 5 to 6 plays. That's all we need. Let's go.
Hey, he said we need 5 or 6 plays. I've got 4 of them coming at you right now. How about we start with Graham Woods for Assumption? Nice little keeper, breaking tackles, picking up a first down, chains moving on their first drive. Then it would be Luke Jogbin calling his own number, 11 yards into the end zone. Assumption grabs a quick 7-0 lead. Then Muscatine look at the counter, and they give it to Griffin Hubbs. A hard run here, hard tackle, but it is a first down. They would not be able to score on that drive. And then Assumption's going to go right down the field, and they do it quickly. It's Jobin calling his own number. Oh, look at that green in front of him. 72 yards on this touchdown run. 14-0 at that point. Let's check the final score. Hey, Assumption gets their first win of the year, 52-14 the final.
A battle of Davenport at Brady Street Stadium between Central and West. No score, second quarter. 3rd and 6 for Central at the 16. Tipped and picked. Dylan Johnston, Johnny on the spot for the turnover. The next play, West with the ball at the 7. Run it up the gut, but Otis Charles, strip it, recover it out of the air. What a play by Charles. And then the next play, ball's not moving very far at the 6
Did you have to move at all for any of these?
No, I didn't. Jaleel Tony Walker with the keeper for the touchdown. 7-0 Central on the board in the second quarter. The next drive for the Blue Devils. 2nd and 7 inside the red zone. A toss to Giovanni Hazlett. Picks up 13. Hard running right there. 1st and goal now. Beckham Hutchinson gets the ball, 5-yard scamper and score. 14-0 Central. Blue Devils score 28 unanswered in the second. They win big, 42-6. Still going in the fourth quarter.
That's for the Brian Stocking Bowl as far as I'm concerned. He'll be out here in just a little bit to give you all the stats, scores, and let you know even how Davenport and North did. Joe, things are looking good. If we could take a look at that grill cam, we got things moving along really nice. When we come back, we're going to go to the Illinois side and check out some small school action and the Three Rivers and the LLC.
is sponsored by Millwright's Local 2158.
Time for our fan of the night. Let's go back out to Galesburg. It was their homecoming. So our fans, of course, are their king and queen, Lily Burrow and Andrew Hickey, which is actually Coach Sean Hickey's son.
Yes.
So
royalty.
Yes, a lot of fun.
Royalty
out in
here on The
Galesburg.
Score.
They are our fans of the night.
All right, welcome back to week 3 of The Score. Now, Joe has been doing a good job putting the stuff on the grill, but we're going to put him to the test here. We're going to give him some highlights to read here. Jonah's got a game, then Joe. So we're going to see how this all works out. If it's any good, he may make me be a race director. We'll see how this goes. Let's get back to the highlights.
Take over my job, maybe. Monmouth Roseville, perfect on the season, playing Kewanee. Kewanee looking for the first win of the season. Titan rushing attack. It's tough. Nick Houston brushing off defenders. First down, Roseville. And Huston keeps dominating, refusing to go down. Look at that. A lot of guys needing to take him down. Down at the 3. Now it's Landon Montroy muscling his way into for the touchdown. 20-0 Roseville. Special teams drama late in the first half as Kewanee drops the punt, tries to get the first down, but a great wrap up by the lineman Landon Angelo. Turns it over, but we have saved the best for last. Look at this catch.
Okay.
Elliott Rogers, end zone.
Guess what?
Gets the toes
got
down.
mossed.
We got moss, high point, toe tap, touchdown. Great athleticism. That makes it 26-0. And Monroe's another dominating win. They win 55-7.
Orion playing old Olympic rival Mercer County with a little bit of rain. Chargers up big in the third, 34-8, but here come the Golden Eagles. John Baldwin with the handoff to Tannen Whitehall. He is in for the touchdown. Murko going for 2, but Max Larson is all over it. He gets the big stop. Orion up 34-14. The Chargers trying to add more on the board. This is the Golden Eagles with some good defense. Check out that breakup by Colton Wilkins, but Orion wants more. Cale Filler finds an open Max Larson for 6. Filler with a big game, 6 touchdown passes, and we have to mention Owen Voorhees. He had 5 of those touchdown receptions. The Chargers win big, 47-20 over Mercer County.
All right, Joe, this is your time to shine. I'll take over the grill. Monmouth United at Weathersfield. What you got?
Titans defense setting their tone early, stuffing Monmouth at the line on the first play of the game. Senior Wyatt DeSplinter on top of that pile. And let's go right back to the
defensive line.
Right, for Weathersfield. This time it's a sack. Another senior, Nick Thurston, finishing that one off. Titans with the ball now, and they're making magic right away.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Running back Devin Horry weeding
yeah.
through defenders and his own blockers with ease. Good patience running there. Gets the first down. Weathersfield keeping the ball on the ground for this drive, and QB Maddox Heitzler parts the C's on the run up the middle to put 7-0. Yes.
Get one more.
But Heitzler can do it with his arm too. He outran to Thurston.
It's not as easy as you think. It made it 14-0. There's the final score, 48-8. Let's go on to Knoxville and the Blue Bullets. So you got that, Jonah?
Yes. All right.
Good job, Joe.
Bureau Valley is still winless, playing 1-1 Knoxville. Brady Cummings rolls out, passes the ball to Easton Harshbarger for the touchdown, a long one. That makes it 24-0 Knoxville. Now Bureau Valley with the ball. Dave Stewart takes the handoff, goes all the way, almost all the way. Track down at the end for the first down in the red zone. It's Tucker Shave. I apologize. That's some handwriting by my friend.
Well,
runs it in for the touchdown.
Sometimes it's hard to read.
24-8.
It's the beauty of the game.
And then Easton Harshberger, handoff, run up the middle. That's 6 right there. Knoxville goes up 31-8.
Hey,
and
they go
win
on
it
win.
by that score.
Nice win. Let's check out West Hancock and A-Town down in Abington. Gotta love the band on the field. They refuse to yield when Aiden Stromson gets in for a TFL, a little tackle for loss. How about Lucas Andrews? He'll get a little pass break up here. Defense playing big so far on this drive. Then it is Jamil Johnson passing the ball to Evan Hook. Big gain here for a first down. Eventually they would score to tie things up at 7 in this one. Let's check a final score. Woo! A 2-point game. West Hancock with a 28-26 win.
A gorgeous night for some 8-man football in Galva. The Wildcats trail Flanagan 8-0 and looking for a big play. Tommy Funky connects with Blake Stahl.
Oh, that's
He is
funky.
Off and
Well,
running.
yeah.
But check out the great hustle by the Flanagan safety. Look at this, the strip and recovery by his teammate Oliver Weber. But Galva reaches the end zone on its next possession. Funky fires a perfect toss to MJ Luck. He's touchdown bound, 61 yards, scoring pass. It's 8-6. And the Falcons add on moments later as Logan Ruddy has it on the sweep, shakes off a man, and dashes 61 yards for the touchdown. Take a look at that final. It's Flanagan getting the 60-25 win over Galva.
Ooh, we're cooking up some highlights. We're cooking on the grill. When we come back, we're going to go back to the other side of the river and check out some small school action over in Iowa. And our hit of the night comes from the Iowa City West PV game. Check this out. Graham Rima and Henry Bodecker making a big stop on the far sidelines. That is your hit of the night. Joe, I got to ask. You said going into the break that you don't ever want to do this again. You'll stick to race directing?
I'm going to stick to race directing. You do what you do because you do it so well.
Well, you do race directing really well as well. So you do 3 races. How tough is that?
It's really tough. It's like putting on 3 weddings in the same
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a wedding is tough, yes.
Yes. All right, let's get back to those highlights. Jonah, you got the backyard brawl?
Yeah, speaking of hits,
Oh, wow.
the backyard brawl, Wilton and Durant. First drive of the game, Wilton driving in the red zone. A rollout to the right, throw on the run, picked, snatched out of the air by Owen DeLong for the interception. That name a little familiar, brother on the Hawkeyes. Second quarter, still scoreless. Wilton with the ball back. Gunnar Edwards unloads it. Tate McKinley hauls it inside the 35. What a throw. Later in the drive, Noah Gray, give him the rock and he does the rest. 23-yard touchdown run. Beavers on the board, 6-0. Still in the second. First play of the drive for Durant. Wildcats looking deep. Oliver Grings, no fly zone. Beavs take over with that interception and they capitalize with Gray getting the handoff from the 5. Light work. Second tutty of the night. 2-point conversion makes it 14-0. Wilton wins over the rivals 20-0.
Let's go up to Central DeWitt as they welcome in West Liberty. First drive of the game for the Sabres. They're going to pass in the flat to Braden Bickford and then Enrique Michael Torbino with the big stop. Both those guys coming in for the stop. Let's go back to the Sabres in the air. It's Hudson Kruko finding Jamison Gregory for the first down, and then the Sabres are going to finish off a drive. That's a great catch on the sidelines with Keaton Hansen scoring a touchdown, leaping over somebody as he gets into the end zone. Trust me, he will eventually get there. 42-6 is the final score in that one. Hey, we got one more break, and Brian Stocking waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
Stockpile stats of the night. Oh, it's our favorite time of the night. Brian Stocking's here, and he's got the scoreboards. Go, Stock, go.
Let's get you caught up on the late scores. Central has defeated West tonight 42-6. The Blue Devils are 17-3 in the last 20 meetings, and Iowa City West defeats Pleasant Valley 42-30. Now to the other games. Hall beats Mendota 18-6. Dixon is 21 in their last 21 meetings against Rock Falls. They win 70-0. Stark County had 2 pick sixes. That propels them to a 42-36 win over Havana. South Fulton 20-6 over Rowan Williamsfield. Forreston defeats Fulton 36-28. DPAC 55-7 over Morrison. Ridgewood is 9-1 in their last 10 regular season road games. They beat West Prairie 56-6. Milledgeville 64-6 over Ashton Franklin Center. West Central keeps the 50-point winners winning. They beat Peoria Heights 64-14. Polo defeats West Carroll 30-20 in a very good football game. North defeats Marion tonight 28-0. Neil Brown, 399 yards, 4 touchdowns. David Joyner, 320 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. They hooked up on a 92-yard touchdown reception. That's the second longest in North history. Meepo over Fairfield, 42-36. Keokuk just defeated West Burlington Notre Dame, 34-14. Maquoketa defeats Tipton, 28-18. West Branch over Comanche, 56-7. Bellevue over Northeast, 35-6. Pekin knocks Wapello from the ranks of the 52-14. Wapsie Valley 61-7 over North Cedar. And Easton Valley is 3-0 for the first time since 2021. They beat Springville 46-40. And Central Elkader also knocks Cal Wheat from the unbeaten 42-14.
Stocking, take a break, take a bow. We're going to put a bow on this and see how good that food is coming up right after the break.
Play of the night is sponsored by Midwest Bank.
Our play of the night takes us out to Kewanee. Elliot Rogers of Monmouth Roseville catches everything. The former score standout winner gets those toes down. What a catch. And
oh, the slow-mo. Okay, okay.
Let's see it again. You got Moss.
That was a beautiful catch. Touchdown.
Fantastic. Joe, real quick, if somebody hasn't signed up for the marathon yet, can't run that, but you have other options real quick.
Yep. Go to qcmarathon.org, sign up. You know, it's ready. We're ready. You'll enjoy it. I guarantee you. We'll see you on race day.
10K, 5K, 13 miles, 26.2. We're going to do it all.
We're going to do it all, yeah.
See if you can beat me if you run the 13.1. I guarantee you probably can. It'll be a lot of fun. But Joe will be there. That's the cool thing is he's there at the finish line, shaking the hand, giving high fives the whole time. Joe, I'm going to give you a high five tonight because you were awesome. You got to the finish line
Thank
tonight.
you. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you so much for doing
this.
We're going to eat some of that great food. If you missed any of this, just make sure to check it all out on our WQAD Plus app. And don't forget, Iowa State, and Illinois all play tomorrow. Stick with us all weekend with WQAD. Thanks for watching Week 3 of The Score.
Continue with us and watch free now on the 8 Plus app everywhere you stream.